Okay, here is the Yeedi M14 vacuuming this room. It did the perimeter of the room first. Now it is going back and forth in the nice straight lines. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do the 3-month real-world test review for the Yeedi M14 Plus. So should you buy the Yeedi M14 Plus and did it receive my Just a Dad approved sticker? It has the Just a Dad sticker. That means it's in my studio and my home and being tested. But after 3 months, does it earn the actual sticker that says I approve of it? Well, spoiler alert, I'll get right to it. It actually does not earn my sticker seal of approval. And I'm going to go over the few things. It actually had some things that I really liked. The artificial intelligence sensor on the front did a good job in my ad versus reality of seeing a stain and cleaning it. I liked it. It's got a removable tray. It is a mop roller. And mop rollers do clean your floors very good. But let's get into some of the things I didn't like. Battery life, for one. When this was at my house, it took multiple times of recharging before it would actually clean. I have a 2,000 foot square home. Robots like the Mova P10 Pro only have to recharge once to clean it, so that can be kind of frustrating. No corner cleaning capabilities. This really did struggle in the corners, same with the mop roller. The dustbin filter is really small. This filter here does tend to clog a little bit more, takes a little bit more maintenance on it. It's just small and kind of a smaller dustbin, so it did struggle with pet hair. I did get some hair wrap. Now I know they claim that this brush roller doesn't have hair wrap, but I actually got hair wrap on it. It's got pivot points on each end, so other than it being fluted and a little bit of a comb down there, I actually did get quite a bit of hair wrap on it. And another thing with these robots is maintenance on a mop roller can be extensive compared to spinning mop pads. And I just finished up the cleaning, so I did the how to do all the maintenance on it. And there's an area underneath this brush roller where you can't clean. The motor is fixed. You can't get underneath there and do a good job of cleaning. Let's go over my 3-month real-world scorecard. You can find all this information on my website, justadadapproved.com. All right, hassle factor. A 3 out of 5. It is a little hard to clean and you have to clean it a little bit more often. Mop performance is probably, that's where its shining star is. It's a 4. Carpet cleaning, it's got a small dustbin. I didn't feel like it cleaned the carpet as good. And same with the hair wrap. I did get some hair wrap on that. Obstacle avoidance, it will run over small cables and things. So the obstacle avoidance is not very good. And I had to add a few more no-go zones to keep it kind of returning back to the dock. Overall score, 3.2. It is definitely a skip it for me just because the AI mopping, while good, it's just the battery life, no corner cleaning, small dustbin, and hair wrap. Who is this for? Well, it does have a small price point when it's on sale. Right now it's on sale for $450 for small homes without pets. Here's the stat sheet that matters to me. You know, it retails for $600. It's definitely not worth that. So 18,000 pascals of suction. The mop roller does have side reach and lift. Side brush is very standard, no reach, no lift. Main brush is single, has a small comb. It does have an onboard water tank, no video camera. Obstacle avoidance was just okay. No chassis lift. Thresholds, it cannot do tall thresholds or anything. It's kind of a little bit on the thick side. Ad versus reality was actually pretty good. It does do hot water, 167 degrees, hot air. No dirt detect sensor in the base station. It does no solution tank. You have to add the solution to the clean water. Tray removal was good, but it's going to be a dad overall score of skip it. Costs per year, $228 for OEM parts. Now let's break that down. You need 6 dust bags a year at $6 a piece. Parts, actually doing this parts list was very hard. Yeedi and Ecovacs are the same robot or same company. So I ended up having to buy Ecovacs, which can cause confusion. And that's kind of where the hassle factor at the beginning, because of parts availability, the hassle factor. Mop rollers are $16 a piece. Solution, I use the Shark Vac Mop solution, but there is a kit an OEM kit, you'll need 3 of them every year. But you're gonna need some extra rollers, and the solution comes out to $228 or $19 a month for OEM. The generic kits are not the best. I purchased 3 of them. I wouldn't say one of them was just the best over all of them. There was one that I could use some parts out of. iRobac filters. I wasn't able to use the the dust bags, but I did find generic dust bags by, let me just show you. This kit was good by iRoback, but the bags are not any. They're really thin, so I don't think the bags are good, but everything else was fine in it. Again, I had to do an Ecovacs kit, but the Blue Arcs, these are good bags. They're $1 a piece. Blue Arcs for Ecovacs T50 X8. Typically, parts are just a little easier to find. Like I couldn't find a separate filter. I couldn't find a separate side brush. So if you can get the generics, basically, oh, I got that backwards, $11 a month compared to 19. So somewhere between 11 and 20 bucks a month to operate this, which this isn't the cheapest, but it isn't the most expensive. Kind of falls right in line. But this is sort of a budget robot that should be a little cheaper to operate. Okay, the Yeedi M14 is vacuuming and mopping this floor. Miss Fiona's woke up from her nap. Fiona. Oh, you good girl. So here is the Yeedi cleaning the kitchen. Okay, the Yeedi 14 is done vacuuming and mopping. It's going to empty its dustbin and wash its mop roller.
Start charging. Start auto empty.
Okay, now it's going to wash the mop roller. We'll empty out the dirty water tank and fill the clean water tank. The Yeedi M14 leaves water deposits when it turns sometime. Right there, it made a turn and there is a water deposit. It does dry okay. It's not every time it turns, but there's another water deposit from when it turned. A little hard to see, but it's right there. Okay, so now it's done washing the mop. It's blowing hot air onto the mop roller. It's not super loud, but you are going to notice it. Okay, so let's go empty the dirty water tank. It's not full yet, but I just want to empty it and show you. It's doing an okay job. Battery life is a little bit of a concern. Okay, let's add our denture cleaner tablet to the dirty water tank. Okay, let's add a little Shark vac mop solution. I like to use 2 dabs. 1, 2. So in a lot of my videos, when I'm filling the clean water tank up, I tell everybody add 2 dabs of Shark vac mop solution. Well, how much is 2 dabs? So 1, 2, all right? That's about a half a cup. Now you do want to add it to the water after it's filled up, or it might suds over. So after it's filled up, add your half a cup. There you go. Okay, here is the Yeedi M14 vacuuming this room. It did the perimeter of the room first. Now it is going back and forth in the nice straight lines. I do have it on its lowest setting. Let's go to its, there's maximum suction, which I do recommend using maximum suction for carpet cleaning. But when it's on maximum suction, the battery life is not very good. So here it is in the app, cleaning this room. You can see it went around and did the perimeter. Now it's going underneath that footstool. The side brush does spin on carpet. So the Yeedi M14, this is in my bathroom. You can see it's a very small room with the rugs down. The rugs are lightweight. It does move them around, and it does occasionally get stuck in the bathroom. So if it's going to clean a bathroom, I recommend removing the rugs. Otherwise, it just doesn't do the best job in being such a small room. But actually, this one actually did a pretty good job. I just finished up doing the scoring on the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2. As you can see, it did get the Just a Dad approved sticker, but check out that video. Roborock Saros has arrived at the studio. We're doing preliminary testing. It's getting ready to go to the house. Same with the Dreamy X60. There's 2 X60s. There's a Max, which is already at my house. This is the X60 without the Max. The Dyson, actually doing pretty good, but none of these robots will get my Just a Dad approved sticker till I've lived with them for 3 months. Shark UV Reveal has an awesome sensor in the front and an old robot body, so that's going to be a tough one to approve. As you can see, the Mova P10 Pro is still my #1 favorite. This was last year's model. It's the Gen 1. It's on sale for $3.99 sometimes, and that's just an amazing robot for what you're getting. So much better. Yeah, I just finished up the video on the Curve 2 Flow. It's approved, but it's got a couple things that I didn't like about it, and I'll let you know in that video. Basically, what it boils down to get that Just a Dad approved sticker, would I recommend this to my friends and family? Because guess what? If I recommend a robot that is hard to use, hard to set up, they're going to be calling me. And so I want to recommend robots that I think are going to do a good job for people. The Yeedi M14, I think, at my house, I didn't necessarily like it. It just seemed like I was messing with it quite a bit, cleaning it. Even the setup was it's just a little tricky sometimes. And then when it boils down to the maintenance, again, the maintenance, I want that maintenance to be a little bit simpler. Mop rollers, these are Generation 1 mop rollers, so hopefully they're going to be getting better. So be sure and check out my website, justadadapproved.com. I've purchased over 200 robot vacuum cleaners with my own money and reviewed them. The website is a little basic right now, but it's in the middle of being completely revamped for you, the consumer. It's going to be the go-to place when you do buy a robot. Before you buy it, I hope you go there to see if it's approved. All my information is going to back up. I'll have the data cards, why I came up with what I came up with. And then once you buy it, how to maintain it. I'll have generic parts you can get to help save money, how to do the dustbin, some common hacks, some upgrades you can do for robots. These things are the future. I'm super excited about what I do. I love what I do. I want to get you the best robot at the best price. Again, I do purchase these with my own money. I'm not paid for this video. Again, if you could, please like, subscribe, and check out the website, justadadapproved.com.